blessings in abundance. The subject matter for today is here's why I'm angry with black people. We're gonna have a deep talk. Let's see if I can smuggle me in here. Boom. That works. Gonna have to do like that. Rolls Royce Diaries. Just cook ass music. Peace. Rolls Royce Diaries. So here's the conversation. Oh, let me get this started over here. That sounds like that shit. So the subject matter for today is here's why I'm upset with black people. Here's why I'm angry with black people. They got a guy who's said to have parted the Red Sea. There's another person who is said to survive inside of a whole organism that exists in the sea, like got swallowed by a giant ass fish or whale. Stayed in there for 3 days, 3 nights. There's also another conversation about a man who multiplied loaves of bread, walked on water, died and even came back. And I don't have a problem with these things. To each his own. Believe what you want to believe. But then you see people in your community, maybe such as myself, author and published 96 of my own books, speak 7 different languages, made so many people millionaires and $1,000-dollar-naires, but you would never give esteem and praise and acknowledgement for me. We have people in our community that literally extrapolated data that I've disseminated throughout the years in my courses on the streets. They take their eyes, put the eye of Horus there, then debate other people about how they copying off of them when it's coming from me. Words, terms, status correction, verbiage that I put forth, take it, run with it, stocks, how to trade, but never will say, hey, thank you, Brother Polight. But instead will go out there, profess to be gurus, and never accredit me for the contribution. But fine, we don't have to do these things to get any acknowledgement. But you'll have a Dr. Sebi who's cured so many people, so many diseases that they say are uncurable. But we will render on the love, the appreciation, the esteem, the praise of a great man onto figures that we will never know if they actually existed, who most likely did it. And it's a setup so you can't appraise people in your community that do great things, because we're not going to be able to compete with someone who walked on water. We're not going to be able to compete with someone who multiplied loaves of bread and fish. We're not going to be able to compete with being murdered and then coming back to life. Parting the whole sea. Being swallowed by a whale. And staying in the belly of the beast for 3 days, 3 nights and coming back whole, unsinged, no enzymes deteriorating your skin. We can't compete with these things. And it's done like that by design, so when our people do great feats, like become multilingual and be stripped of a thorough knowledge of self, murdered at the hands of the oppressor if we even attempt to read, and then later on the progeny of that descendancy writes multiple books in the 90s. Speaks multiple languages. Cures diseases. None of that can match up. None of that will ever match up to the walking on water and being murdered and coming back to life stories of people we never heard of until we were introduced to these books that they put together to manipulate us. I hope you guys are listening. Here's why I'm upset with our people. It's not the lack of credit that they give. It's what they give credit to. That's the problem. It's where they put their energy at. And I can't stress to you how hard life is going to be come 2023. Mark my words. Remember, I said it to you. Because people say, oh, he don't deal with spirituality no more. He's only about money. You're going to see how important this thing is. Because everyone's being laid off left and right. And you want to complain about me charging $2,000 so you can get access to $500,000 in credit cards. You want to complain about me charging $2,000 so you can get anywhere between 50 grand to 300 grand that you don't have to pay back. Complain about me charging $2,000 when I'm coaching you and preparing you for the funds that are coming in so you don't squander the money that you get that you don't have to pay back. But no, I'm not spiritual no more because I'm concerned about your financial disposition. But I understood long time ago, just through nursery rhymes, that we would be the hardest people to educate. Why? Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Let's think about it. Everything's in code. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. But E is the A, B, C, D, E. E is the fifth letter in the English alphabet. And I is the Roman numeral 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6. So E-I-E-I is 6, 6. O. O is the 15th letter in the English alphabet. 1 plus 5 is 6. So 6, 6, 6. But to the unsuspecting person, E-I-E-I-O is just a song. And a chick, chick there and a chick, chick there. Every day. Yo, hold on. But do you think it's a coincidence that the E-I-E-I-O can somehow be added up into 666? And that we have a so-called 24 hours in a day, 2 plus 4 is 6. 60 seconds, that constitutes a minute, 6 plus 0. And 60 minutes, that equal an hour, 6 plus 0. 6, 6, 6. Seconds, minutes, hours. But you may say, then, what kind of time are we going to have? We used to do our time in base 10. And how can you start time off with seconds without a first? Because someone came here second. So we're operating on someone else's time because they came second to us. So our time was made up of moments. Then it was made up of first. Then first was the leverage for seconds. Hope you understand what I'm saying. Our time started off with first, pardon me, our time started off with moments, first, seconds, and so forth and so on. But someone started you off with seconds, so we say oxymorons like 5 seconds. Sounds like 10. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. Why we don't have 5 firsts and 6 firsts and 7 firsts? But no one questions why are we calling it seconds? And why does the time look like 666? The nursery rhymes sound like 666. But hey, Because we just talking about codes. We're not saying the numbers are evil. We're saying that people put codes out there so they can communicate amongst each other to know that that's their work and their psychology that's being operated upon to the unsuspecting masses. But it may sound like, man, this dude, he just making up shit. Because that EIEIO stuff does come out of my mind. But hey, why I get upset with black people? Why I'm angry with them? Because we could get these nursery rhymes like, how the nursery rhyme go? Rockabye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. The cradle will rock, right? So let me ask you this. Wouldn't child services be knocking on your door if you really put your baby on a treetop and wait for the wind to blow for the cradle to rock? Who would put their child on a treetop and wait for the wind to blow for the cradle to rock? And this is the nursery rhymes, which sets the stage for you to be a bad parent subconsciously, with reckless abandonment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So here's the issue that I have with so-called black people. You've already been tricked. So when somebody goes out their way, when someone goes out their way to let you know that the lies are in, you suffer from cognitive dissonance, where you would postulate that, hey, maybe you need the lie more than you need the truth, and this person is the enemy because they're teaching you the truth. And this is what gets me upset with black people. That you love the lie, and you will attack the people who have the truth because you suffer from cognitive dissonance. Case in point. Case in point. The Virgin Mary. When we go into the New Testament, the word they're using for the virgin is Greek, and it means unmarried woman. And that's interesting if it means unmarried woman, because then the Virgin Mary is an unmarried woman. She's an unmarried woman. And it doesn't mean never had sex, it means unmarried woman. Then Virgin Mary, or the virgin, the unmarried woman, there's no longer immaculate conception. So someone asked me, so is it black people's fault? And I can't help but to feel that this is a rhetorical question, because I feel like they believe that I'm saying it's black people's fault. And that's the question that'll cause us to digress. But I'll answer it. Hell yeah, it's black people's fault at some point or the other. Because when you are accountable, you always accept fault with you at the inception, so you can get better and so you can get stronger. So this is our fault, may not work for you, but it works for me because it makes me better. But I'm not about to go around here pointing the finger and saying it's all y'all faults while y'all effed up right now. That's something you do for yourself to make you better. That's not really my responsibility. My responsibility, as I can see and how I envision myself, is to share truth. And your responsibility is to take heed to the truth when it comes to you. But at the end of the day, I'm basically saying I understand why it's so hard for people to invest in themselves. It's hard for people to invest in themselves. I gotta close that because it's dumb loud out there. It's hard for people to invest in themselves because they believe in all the mythos that has been presented to them by their slave masters. And they're so deeply entrenched in the mythos, in their lies, and their psychology is deeply ingrained into their consciousness that anything that starts making sense for the growth and the development for their race or themselves, they are naturally against. That's the problem. 45 days, score went up 65 points so far. Thank you, Shar, the life changer. Thank you for sharing that with the people. Shar, the life changer, said in 45 days the score went up to 65 points. That's what's up. So, you know, it's rough out here. It's rough out here when it comes to educating our people. It's quite the process. But at the end of the day, we do what we can and we do what we must. But it's rough and it's frustrating because I want the best for our people. But their design, based on the program, is to be skeptical of their own people and entrusting to everyone else. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. And we have to figure it out. But anyway, you leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to purchase the $2,000 service to make sure you avoid the hell that's going to come your way come 2023. It's already here, but people don't realize it. They're not going to realize it until they finish spending all their Christmas money. They're not going to realize it until they finish spending their New Year's money. They're not going to realize it until they finish spending their Valentine's Day money. They're not going to realize it until they pay for their rapid refund so they don't get most of their tax monies. Or they don't get their tax monies in full. And when that rapid refund money runs out, then they'll start to realize the economic environment is treacherous, worse than it's ever been before. We're heading into a real serious recession. We're on the cusp of a depression. And they have us in such a way that we so in tune. We're so in tune with celebrity lifestyles and undertakings that we don't even realize our own present situation. We don't even realize how difficult things are right now for ourselves. Yes, it's $2,000 for the service. We remove negative items from your report. We add positive items to your report. We boost your credit scores. We leverage the results so that you approve for monies you don't have to pay back, ranging from $50,000 to $300,000. We also make sure that you get approved the credit cards that you don't. Well, some credit cards, particularly smart credit cards, will have no late fees, but will help you accumulate in or around $500,000 in equity with credit cards. Then I'll be teaching you how to do credit card investing. How to use money you ordinarily wouldn't have at your disposal to make investments that give you a return to pay back those credit cards. And also make sure you start generating over $100,000 a year from your investments. But it do cost. And it's not my responsibility to pay for your service in order for you to be empowered. That's your responsibility. Because when we buy sneakers and jackets and go to all these baby showers and Christmas trees and gifts, and we want to play Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus to our friends and family for a certain time out of the year, our stomach doesn't hurt. But when it comes time to invest in yourself, you start getting uncomfortable. I got drug dealers who get uncomfortable just thinking about, what if I invest in this program? The risk. And I'm like, you risk your life selling drugs to your people on a day-to-day basis. You risk your freedom and you risk your life amongst your competitors. But investing in yourself hurts your stomach. And I got strippers, prostitutes who want to do it, but they're worried about the risk. Not the STDs. They're worried about the risk of investing in themselves. And so this is why I'm upset with black people. But at the same rate, I understand, because you were raised on these nursery rhymes and the E-I-E-I-O's. But I'm telling you guys, you might have to fight within yourself to stop BSing. I'm telling you, the fight is so strong, you'll have a person be like right here at the finish line, ready to invest, scared again, and then spend the money on something stupid. But you never felt the way about buying a $40, $50 Fit Cat that you knew was never going to give you a return. Or some $300, $400 sneakers that you knew wasn't going to give you a return. You knew it from the time the money left your hands. You knew from the time you was en route to go purchase it. But you still bought it anyway. And why? Why did you do that? Yeah, it's crazy. People just do weird shit. But yeah, you go to brotherpolight45 at gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you are ready to spend the $2,000 to change your life. And prepare yourself for the economic storm that we're going to be subject to, because it's coming. Leave your full name and your phone number only when you're ready to pay the $2,000. brotherpolight45 at gmail.com. Caught looking at them snow bunnies again. Look what people say. And there's actually nobody walking around here that I can see. I don't see no white people walking around. But why is this so important? This is what I'm talking about. The programming is so crazy. The programming is so crazy, how distracted we can be as a people. So yeah, I wish you guys the best. I'm gonna really go hard in the paint with this conversation. Tomorrow, you want African history? I'm gonna give you some African history, but I'm gonna be pissed off while I teach it. Pissed off while I teach it, because a lot of you think that I quit on the Africana studies. A lot of you people forget that how much I popularized for my generation and the youth, how much I popularized knowledge of self, and was part of the movement that revived it. Not exclusively, but I certainly put my stamp and my signature in there for popularizing reading and studying and writing, the arts, the liberal arts, just getting to it. But you don't understand, when you create enemies from every religion, what it does to you. When you debating the Muslims, the Christians, the Jews, then people wish death on you, because when they ask their God to wish death upon you, which they have plenty of times, it fails all the freaking time, and then they want to put it into their own hands in fear that they may have to bear witness to the fact that that shit that they be talking about with their God is pseudo, it's fugazi, it's fake. And here we go. So you guys, you want to do the religious debate, but you don't want to improve your economic disposition. If we put the same zeal towards worshiping God that we put towards our finances, our people, our race would be in a better situation. But right now, the great debate is, the reverse psychology is to attempt to stop a black people from identifying with something they want to identify with. And that resistance gives you the impression that that which they are attempting to deny you of is true. What that mean? We can look at the Kyrie Irving and Kanye West energies, and then you can say, man, they're attempting to suppress the information of who the original black man is. But all the while, the fucking religion is pseudo anyway. It's fake. It's not even real. So while you feel like that, why are they trying to stop us from believing in this? It's reverse psychology. No, we gonna believe in this. You ain't gonna stop us from believing in this. And all the while, it's a trap. Because they know if you resist it, if you feel resistance, you feel like there's something they're hiding. So whoop-de-doo, you make the God black, but the God is still false. But now he's yours. But I can't worship the same God as my slave master. Because I got questions if I do. If the reason you were introduced to your religion was on account of the fact that the slave master conveyed that knowledge to you, then you got wicked ass religious people telling you the best thing that's happened to us in slavery is that we got the Bible. They say, no, the Bible existed prior. Nigga, shut up. Because no one in the ancient world ever had a Bible in their hands. And the Bible doesn't even mention the Bible in the Bible. And the Bible is a compilation of a bunch of books and letters. And the Bible doesn't mention the Bible in the Bible. You could go in the book of Mark, and in the book of Mark, Mark is talking about Mark. And then Mark is walking by. So who the fuck wrote that? And then you got Barashit bara Elohim et Hashamayim ha'aret. Or Barashit bara Elohim et Hashamayim ha'aret. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, right? Who the fuck's talking? And then people tell you it was Jesus before he was born. And this is why I can't fuck with black people. See? This is why I don't fuck with them. I can't fuck with them when they part of my language, but this shit is cooked. It don't even make sense. No, it was the devil doing the narration. He's the one talking in the beginning of the book. And does any of your leaders speak any of these languages? Or they just accept it in English for face value? See how stupid this shit is? You got whole Muslim movements. Whole Muslim movements. And I don't want to say things to identify and single certain people out. But you got whole movements that's not stressed and learn the Arabic. And then they teach you about a God. And they'll tell you, and long story short, as you seek refuge from that thing of clay, Satan, let's go to by way of Allah's mercy, you're seeking this refuge from Satan. But the word they're using for mercy, Rahim in Arabic is womb. RHM is in the literal root. When you put RHM together, Rahim, when you put those three letters together in Arabic, it means womb. So you're seeking protection by way of Allah's womb. So Allah is a womb, then Allah is a woman. No, Polight, it's by way of the woman's womb we get mercy because we're born. Nigga, the word Rahim means womb. It's made up of letters that tell you if these letters come in this order, it means womb anytime you see these letters together. Fuck is you talking about? And if we go into the original or the ancient African archetype of conception, we're going to know that your Judaism, Christianity, and Islam was extrapolated out of Africa from Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. And if we go into these, because Islam is just a 1,400-year-old religion, it's a baby religion. If we go into Africa, we see religions that pre-exist this. Because Christianity will take you back 2,000 years. Islam will take you back 1,400. And Judaism would take you back 6,000 years. And when I say this, I mean in lies. I'm not talking about the truth. Okay, so this data comes from Africa by way of the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba, and Uruba. Your monotheistic religions. And if we go back to the Nigerians who have multiple gods, the Nigerians have a God who's named Allah, who's a woman God. The Nigerians have a God named Allah, and guess who she is? she is the womb deity. So you're telling me a religion that pre-existed Islam had a God named Allah, who's the deity of the womb, and then we go into Islam, and you're telling me it's a mistake or an accident or coincidence that they have a God named Allah, who they're getting mercy from, but the word they're using for mercy means womb, and this is an accident? That God is a woman? See, this is why I don't play with people, man. I don't want to talk about it. This is why I don't play. This is why I don't want to talk to people, because people are goofy. People are goofy. And I don't like the goofy talk. And you see, everything's always a joke with the ignorant in our masses. They're ignorant amongst the masses. Hey brother, what the fuck you talking about? I need a pill I need the same pill that you taking. And the fact that you ask me what I'm talking about, when I'm very clear about what I'm saying, speaks to the dysfunction that's in the community. And I can't even get upset with you because you're part of the mentally ill that I'm speaking about. You're sick. If you're making a joke after what I'm talking about, you're sick. Because your empowerment is predicated upon truth and facts. And if all you could do is keep making these goofy ass jokes and ask me random stupidness, this is the reason why I'm upset with our people. Because right then and there, I just took you into Africa and showed you the name of a God that exists in the Igbo tribe that's named Allah, and she is the deity of the womb in Africa before Islam has an Allah and turns it into the male. So, you know, people just want to, you know, no one wants to believe male chauvinism exists. You go ask an Arab about mercy and womb, and they'll honestly, oh yeah, I mean that, but by way, it's an analogy. You get your mercy, bro, knock it off. Knock it off. And I bet you believe you get 72 virgin women if you're a good Muslim. And what the women get when they go to heaven? When they go to Jannah, what do they get? They get to be virgins all over again? But what if they were shaking their ass and prostituting themselves the whole time in America? Do they turn around and become virgins in the afterlife just for the good Muslims? And then we're having sex up there in heaven? Like, what's going on? Why are you being promised 72 virgin women in heaven? Why is that even relevant? And you Christians got the in the book of Revelations, the 24 elders and them are wearing white raiment. They're wearing white robes. They got robes in heaven. So niggas might be picking cotton in heaven. There's robes. There's sewing machines in heaven. Why do we need to wear robes in heaven? It's pearly gates. There's a throne God is sitting on. Muslims talking about milk, the land of milk and honey, like everything you can get from a fucking supermarket. That's what I'm doing. My aspirations to be a great Christian, Muslim, or Jew, is so I can find a fucking heavenly supermarket. Like, this shit gotta stop. It's just the worst. It's like, this is why I don't like talking about these things. And y'all be wanting me to go back in this bag, but when I go in this bag, I get attacked. And people want to kill me, they want to murder me, because the shit don't make no sense. And the book of Jonah, a nigga gets swallowed by a whole whale. A whale can't even swallow nothing bigger than an orange. But you're going to tell me a whole nigga got swallowed by a fish for 3 days and 3 nights and got spat out, and the body of the fish didn't even try to digest the nigga. He came out whole. And y'all believe this bullshit. And you say respect people's beliefs, but no one says respect my intelligence. I'm supposed to respect your beliefs, but you won't respect my intelligence. Because you know goddamn well ain't no fucking fish swallowing a whole nigga and spitting him up after 3 days, 3 nights. And he got all his hair on his head and his eyebrows and all his skin. And he's still talking and walking and live and talk about it again. You niggas is crazy. If they can get you to believe that shit, there's no wonder you can't be taught nothing important. Because your leaders believe in this bullshit. Your leaders will talk about discipline and then be out of shape. Your leaders will believe in this, that whole human beings are swallowed by a whale, and then turn around and talk to you about the revolution and being realistic about the day and time we living in. Like, this is just so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable with this. And then you had a boat like Noah's Ark, the size of New York City, and we can't find a piece of wood to this day. And it was fitting two of every animal on there. Even the animals that God says in the Bible not to eat. So why is he keeping them niggas alive? See? Shit is just bullshit, man. But I'll let you guys believe in what you want to believe. But the problem with that is, now, because of the crazy shit that y'all believe in, it's hard to kick knowledge to you because you've been desensitized to truth. And now you suffer from cognitive dissonance. So whenever someone presents truth to you, you embrace the falsehood so much that you make an enemy. You make an enemy out of anyone who presents to you truth because you have an intimate relationship with falsehood. And it's to the point, if the shit start making too much damn sense, you'll get irritable when you hear it and uncomfortable and grow skeptical about the presenter of the info because the shit makes too much sense. Because most of your life, you've learned, you've acclimated your ability to think around believing bullshit. So when someone says, hey, I got something reasonable we should talk about, paying your bills, wealth stewardship, generational wealth, you say dumb shit like, oh, he's not teaching no more. He doesn't care about the black movement. Because I'm telling you how to make sure you can save money, grow your funds, invest, and make sure you pass on generational wealth. You niggas love Illuminati speeches and the dollar's gonna fall. They've been saying the dollar's gonna fall since as young as I can remember. And if I was holding my breath for that, I'd be dead. And I would have sat here and being lazy and I would have got nothing back. Come on now. It's hard to teach truth. Yeah, I hear you about the Black Lives Matter, but I don't want to talk about it because then I'm going to get more enemies. Because that's not a movement that was really designed for black people. It was a movement that usurps the Black Power movement, usurps our civil rights. It's leveraging, actually, everything we fought for in terms of the civil rights movement so they can bring in their alternative family lifestyles, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, where did I get this idea from? From the website. It is the goal to make sure that people, that same gender relationships and parenthoods can be more becoming to the masses. Where the fuck does that got to do with black people? I'm going to have more rights as a black man if I change my sexual preference. I mean, I can read. I just go to the website, see, and just, oh, okay. So you created this, but you saying Black Power movement, but at the end of the day, when we go into the fine print, I see the movement is predicated upon leveraging the racial animus perpetrated against black people so that we can better position people with alternative sexual dispositions. We're going to use the discrimination of black people as leverage so we can empower people based on their sexual preference and disposition. Does it mean I hate people who have an alternative sexual disposition? No, but I would be made out to look that way if I keep disagreeing. So one thing I know is not to fuck with certain letters in the alphabet, over 20% of them damn near. I'm not messing around with any LGBTQs, and I'm not saying anything about the J's. I'm not touching none of that. Them alphabet boys will be on your body. I won't even have a live stream to talk about after this. And that's how they got us. They got us afraid to say anything about certain things. But I knew I could do this live stream and say black people piss me the fuck off. They're annoying as I could do that shit all day. So long as I'm banging on black people. So why not? That's the warfare. And then people say dumb stuff like, yo, why you don't go hard on social media and teach this and teach that? Because they strike my page, dummy. So it's going to be made out to look like I don't have concerns that I do have, because I don't really know how to put a filter on my concerns without impacting people in ways where they get so emotional that my shit will get shut down, because I get millions of views. So because I get that much views, what I say is going to impact me differently from what you may say. And people say, well, how come so much people say so much negative stuff about you? You never ask, well, how come so much people say so much positive about me? It's because the law of average. If I get 1 million views, I'm going to have more people saying negative things about me than they do you, because you don't get 1 million views. And if I got videos that's in the 20 millions, it's very likely I will have the amount of people that are detractors that is inconceivable to you. I will have 20,000 people that don't fuck with me if I get 20 million views. So while you play the numbers game, you're not realizing that you're playing the same game that law enforcement plays, the judicial system plays. You get in trouble for a crime, you get accused of one thing, and they give you 20 counts. You know why they give you 20 counts? Because we look at it like the law of average and probability. Well, if I accuse this nigga of 20 different things, the way black people think, he had to do at least 5 or 6 if he got accused of 20 things. But most of you don't realize the counts drop if you fight them, because they were bullshit anyway. The only reason they give you that much counts is so they could mess with the psychology of the human mind, because they know if you get accused of one thing, maybe it's not true. And if you get accused of 2 things, maybe it's not true. But if we could accuse you of 8, 10, 15, 20 different things, people will start leaning towards the idea that maybe you did something wrong. And this is why 9 out of every 10 people accused of a crime in America plead that they are guilty. Look up the statistics per the BOP, the Bureau of Prisons. Do you really think 9 out of every 10 people that are accused of something really did something wrong? That means I could walk down this block and just accuse 10 niggas out here, and I know every 9 of them did whatever I'm accusing them. That's bullshit. It's a lie. But anyway, this was just to start this vibe, because I'm about to go super crazy, super seance. I'm taking this Rolls Royce Diaries to another level. I'm about to go super seance on y'all. Yeah, but the shit is rigged. This game is so rigged. There's just things you can't say. Otherwise your page get taken down. So I can show me clubbing, because that's safe. And sometimes I want to show me clubbing. And I can express my disdain for my own race, because that's safe. So there's not room for the margin of error in terms of the programmers are concerned. I can only stay within a certain part of their curriculum for me to continue to speak to you freely. But then you will attack me and say, this nigga has lost his mind because he got money and he don't want to teach no more. As if you don't realize. I said some shit about broccoli before, and I was suspended from the live stream for 30 days. Because I said some shit about broccoli. And they must have pissed somebody off up top. My shit about broccoli and carrots really affected people in the worst way. Don't ask me to repeat what I said about it. But remember, it's a damn fact. I can tell you that. But just because it's a vegetable don't mean that it's good for you. Said shit was harmful. And it was a threat. And my information about carrots and broccoli was so detrimental, so dangerous, that I couldn't speak for 30 days on social media. And one of my other social medias is for an indefinite time. I screenshotted it to show people when it happened. Like, look at this. Because I said the damn thing was, both of those are hybrids, and carrots is growing downwards in the earth and not above, and you should think about it. And probably the most healthiest part of the carrot is the green part that you rip off. And that the carrot that they selling to you is the spoiled carrot. It's the most messed up one. Because it's sour if it's orange. It's the most unhealthy one amongst the carrot family. you probably want the purple one or the darker one. But if you was gonna eat carrots, well, hey, whatever. I'm not saying you're gonna die or get sick from eating it, but they have the chemical poisons in there, and there are alternative things that you can consume that'll do you even better. But hey, do what you want, because that's what you're gonna do anyway. What are you gonna do? You Negroes will keep eating carrots thinking it's good for your eyes until you go blind. Showing you damn rabbits eating carrots. Like, this is stupid stuff that they show you. Easter bunny laying eggs. Do bunnies lay eggs? Oh no. Whatever. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about our Muslim brothers swearing to you that the milk from the cow or the goat is food of the gods if it's raw milk. Like, come on, man. Like, niggas ain't even gonna tell you the black woman's milk is the food of the gods. They're gonna tell you the goat's milk is the food of the gods. What the fuck the goat saying? You think the goat is out here telling the whole, all their kids, because a kid is a baby goat. You think the goat is over here conveying to their kids they need to find some human beings to suckle from? But you got Muslims, whole giant Muslim communities telling you the food of the gods is coming from the cows or the goat. Like, come on now. And you go with this. And you love them when they say stupid shit like this. But you know, hormones are instructions. It tells your body what to do. So you know what the human body's getting when you take in cow's milk? You're getting instructions to be heavier. And then you wonder why we have obesity. You're getting instructions that are supposed to go to a 65-pound baby cow to become 400 pounds. Your human body is taking in instructions to become a 400 fucking pound cow. And then it's a conflict of interest because part of your body is like, hold on, nigga, we're black. And then the other part of your body is like, maybe we're cows. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is sick. It's really stupid. But your religious organizations push this crazy stuff. They push this. And you guys are right with it. And I gotta be the devil every time I make the corrections. But, like, some of this shit ain't even deep. It's like, I gotta explain this? Like, it's one thing to consider it for the first time, so that's cool. But to fight me about it, I gotta really do whole debates and slides to break down to you that there's a,
he did, but
like,
I don't know what he saw. He saw
maybe we shouldn't rely on cow's milk if our mothers make it. And maybe by the time your mother stop making milk, like, maybe you don't need milk for the rest of your life.
I ain't even tripping though.
Maybe. Like, why you still drinking milk at 40 years old, 30 years old? Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Smoke on this now.
Damn cows ain't eating all this for this long. Whatever, man. I'm done.
If I need something the next day, though, I'm gonna make sure I call you.
I
I
rock with my homies, man. I'm done, man.
My boy.
Man, I hope y'all listening to everything he's saying, man. All knowledge, man. It's all real.
Man, I'm done.
I'm saying?
I'm done. These people cook, man.
All knowledge.
I just asked my brothers, give me a little time to vent. I'm up out of here. Rolls Royce Diaries, you heard?
Yeah.
Rolls Royce Diaries. Hope you share the video if it makes sense. I don't think all of you silly. It's just too much of us. But it's already done.
Too smart to be broke.
It's done for us.
Too smart to be broke.
It's done for us already. Like, so I'ma just club and act like I don't know no better. Because the shit is over with. That's how I be feeling. Make your money and protect yourself, because it's going to be like the purge out here. Because people get more and more. You know, people are sticking
2023 getting wicked.
People are sticking people up for their dogs right now.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people are robbing people for their dogs. Like, desperation is at an all-time high.
It's only going to get worse. Feds raising interest rates.
Man, this is just spooky out here, King. But you guys want to have the debate over if this God is black or white. How about that God is fake, nigga? Like, so you telling me We went through a trans-sub-Saharan slave trade that they don't talk to you about under Arab imperialism for over 1,000 years in Africa, where they not only castrated us, they double castrated us. Meaning they cut off our penis and our nuts. Made us into what's called eunuchs. So we couldn't procreate without female counterparts, and that's why so many of the people in Arab cultures look like mulattoes. They have like negroid features, like really big noses and even curly hair, from having sex with so many of our black women, where we were double castrated. Trans-sub-Saharan slave trade in Africa. By the time the white man came, we couldn't wait to be enslaved by him because he was less mean. So we took his commercial model of slavery and was under him for damn near 500 years. So we was almost a slave for damn near 2,000. And our God was doing what? While these same people that was oppressing us was calling on him through the same books that you reading out of. Somebody can't clap one of my homies and then call on me to be there for him in the future when he has beef. No one could call on my God's name and be successful enslaving me, and then I still call on that God to be set free in the future. You're not going to murder my ancestors and then have me present day worshiping you. No. I need a different name. I need a different book. Oh, that's the book that they was fucking with? No. You want to fight over the book? Give them the whole damn book. Keep the whole damn religion. The shit is trash. I believe in the white man's God, because the white man's God was successful in empowering white people to oppress black people. I believe in everybody else's God. I believe in their shit, because that shit, that magic worked against us as a people, still working to this day. The more you pray into their God or buy into their God, the more it has power over us as a people, and we fail continuously, perpetually. I believe in their gods. I just want to get back into our magic. I just want to separate ourselves from their magic and get back into mine. And now I'm back into my magic, and I'm making this shit look easy. And then people want to make excuses and come up with weird ideas for how I managed to be successful. But anybody who gets a grip of the real magic, that ancient African archetype of conception, they're going to want to shut them down. I promise you that. But yeah, I believe in their God. Shit, they were successful. Look at all that bread they made from slavery and still making to this day. What's this thing trying to do, Park?
That's all I'm one of these. Side I'm watching.
Look how cooked this is. I think he's trying to park. He's been doing this for a Dean. Nothing good could come out of someone trying to park like this. Hold on. Look at this shit. Yo, that's one thing. These guys in Miami are crazy. Get ready to honk. I'm getting ready to honk. It's Rolls Royce Diaries, man. You about to... Let's see.
She need help. What is
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, come on, valet. Y'all should be helping Shorty with this car. She look hurt. She parking mad hurt. Yeah. She parking hurt. My back, y'all. You know, you riding around that $400,000 thing. $400,000.
Gotta watch all angles. You can't take no.
I can't take that
no
out.
chances.
You know, you niggas is calling it a rental, and y'all don't even believe how valet did me dirty today. Shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yo,
all I
bro.
can say, man.
Charles, look at this goofy shit, boy. They like how you break somebody's shit and then try to tape up and everything and act like we're not gonna notice.
They did this?
Bro, you want to see the pieces?
That's what I forgot to show you.
Which dude?
Yo, don't mess with it though. I just put it together.
Look at this.
Who did this?
I just put it together.
Bro.
I did that because of what it was. Nigga, if you think that look cooked,
Look at this shit.
Please tell you. Oh no, I want to know which ballet nigga it was.
son, all I know when they gave it to me, pause, I'm like,
When they gave it to me.
hold this for me. Gotta keep it clean, family
For
show.
real.
family show. Got to keep it clean. All I know is when they handed that shit to me, yo, nothing was working, son. I had to really go in there and get surgical. Nigga was looking at me like, yo, you're a genius.
Probably him right there.
Yeah, no, it was the country Bama.
It's the country dude.
Nigga. I bet money on it because he was looking spooky. But son, I had to put that shit together. It was like 4 or 5 different pieces. I keep handing this nigga.
Bro, I'm just like, when is it gonna stop?
And they try to tape and put it all together.
This is unreal.
Nigga, the shit wasn't working. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm about to be out of here, man. He won't get into debaucherous nigga shit. He probably the people I'm talking about, man. But he gave up on y'all already, man. I'm still putting up the good fight. He's just waiting for the world to end. You know what I mean? That nigga like this bitch gonna burn. I'm gonna have my fun before it go out in flames.
Don't listen to this nigga. This nigga's good.
Nigga trying to whisper to me on the side.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with this nigga? You ain't slick. This dude ain't slick. It should be the damn disgrace of the race. Look at this nigga.
That boy.
Yeah.
Mentalist _, man. You need
The
some hot
shameless plug,
shit.
man. Get
You
his
need
shameless
some
plug
hot
out
shit,
here.
nigga. Know where to find it.
Shameless plug.
You know.
He just turned his back on the whole race. Now he want to sell him beats. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's a nigga for you,
Y'all
man.
see the flu flag right there?
Nigga just turned his back on the race. Like, yeah, I know that shit gonna end, Pope, but can we hit the club? And we still got some time for the world end. Can we hit the club? Hey, while you at it, _ big challenge. You know what I
Why
mean?
you at it, _ big challenge.
Nigga doing the end of the world sale. Get your shit right now before this shit close out.
Hey, man. Let me tell you.
Oh, man. You're the coldest teacher of today's times. You just slowed down on the public broadcasting. Yeah, man, because you wind up being just isolated. And then the crazy thing is everybody wants to see you fail because I'm picking up enemies from everybody that I keep debating. Every time I knock another one down, they become another group of enemies, a community of enemies. And that's just too much. And I need my people ride for me to keep going in like that. Because y'all know, it's the gang member and the nigga. It's the conscious man and it's the revolutionary all mixed up. It's all amalgamated. So I be wanting to smoke when I'm teaching and I get mad aggressive when I start getting into it. And I can't help but to provoke people because I'm kind of like, I want to provoke you. Like, you fucking lying to my people. I want to provoke you. Wish you would try something. So I got too much going on up here. I got the genius. I got the gangbang. I got the revolutionary. So all that shit mixed up in one had me shooting Bibles and doing all sorts of shit. People ain't even get over it to this day. I had to calm down, take a little hiatus. Because when they see all the people against you, then that's when that beast can step in, create confusion. Because when you got all those enemies, no one can be the wiser. Who's doing what? When you got enemies coming from everywhere, it's a bad setup because you don't know where angle is coming from. So, you know, it's just tricky. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys. You hit me at brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You ready to turn up, change your life, and protect yourself from 2023. That's about to be my new statement. Protect yourself from 2023. I love you guys, though. Real talk. When I say black people, I'm just making generalizations to provoke your thoughts. But we know who we talking about when I make those statements. We're not talking about the whole race. Blessings in abundance.
All right, now that we got the blessings and abundance.
It's still live, bro, so don't incriminate yourself.
Now we got the blessings and abundance.
Yeah,
Blessing in abundance, buddy.
Let me
now
tell
you're
you
going to try to flip the script. Let me close out before you start talking your nigga shit. Please. This nigga about to go off and
Say a whole bunch of cook shit, huh?
yeah, man. Then I'm gonna have to do a public apology and the comments and statements
I was
made in
gonna
this
keep
video.
it PG-13. I promise you.
Listen,
I was
nigga.
gonna keep it. You feel me?
The comments and statements made do not represent my views. The views
Or
of
my
Childish.
character.
You know what I mean? I don't want to have to put disclaimers.
But
I
for
don't know
real.
what you about to say, and I don't want you to say it.
Exactly.
Because I already know I'm en route to apologize. So just leave it alone until I get over this. Then you go crazy, man. I just think you're going to incriminate yourself, and they're going to leverage that into attacking me.
Oh,
We got a fake page right here in the comments right here,
Yeah, block
man.
his ass, man.
Blessings of the
Yo,
brothers.
don't be listening to none of these people in these comments right
These
here.
niggas is the worst, man. That's another
We
cook thing
muted,
that's taking
we
place.
banning them. Don't inbox this fake page. Please don't.
Niggas are so weak with that. They don't have no life of their own. Leeching off of my life, making people think I'm the one scheming and scamming them.
We banning you from the stream.
And I'm gonna go
Get outta
live
here.
too. I wanna go live and communicate with one of these fake ass pages.
Man, that's really the
Like,
that's really the
real,
key.
the
That's
real
what we're
polite,
really looking for.
the real polite versus the
We're
fake.
We're
one.
gonna have to get a debate going.
Alright.
Oh yeah, you got to put on live. Let's
30.
I show live
Niggas
our
are-
DMs with the fake
Niggas
polite.
out here really trying to learn every lingo.
Can I show
For
live
real.
our fake
Trying to take the lingo and shit.
Like,
Talking
bro,
about
you a
blessings
fake
in
page.
abundance.
Blessings in abundance.
I don't know if we can show that to
Hey, you a bitch. Hey, he writes back. Blessings in abundance.
You see what we gotta deal with, people? Look.
My man called him a bitch for being a fake page, and he writes blessings in abundance, fan. Like,
can't make this shit
they
up.
can't
Cannot make
even
this shit
shake it. Like, this shit is crazy.
Cannot make this shit up.
That nigga answer, you a scary ass bitch. The fake page says, facts king.
Facts. Facts.
I'm like, are they even reading?
Like they just got your
I ain't gonna lie.
your
They
responses are
got,
automatic.
they got the automated response system for the brother polite. Like they got a pull string doll that just say certain things only. If you say something outside of it, it's still gonna be peace king, blessings of the bunch. Like yo, you's a bitch ass nigga. Facts king.
Shout out to Bridget Day out Jamaica, man. Yeah, man. Big up in the sauce.
Yes, I just want to get to that.
Alright, so we gotta close out right now, peoples.
Yeah, peace, y'all. That nigga Travis is fiending to get on demon time.